What's up? What's up, everybody? Whoa. Okay. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your July 2026. We're going to see what is coming in for you, okay, for the month of July 2026. Did I say 2023? No, 2026. Okay. We're going to see if what has occurred in your past or in your in the past, okay, that could be playing out in your current situation. And there's some talk of money, okay? There's some talk of money and where your assets are at, or where your savings are at, and where you've been putting your money, what you want to do with your bank, or what you want to do with your savings, what you want to do with your possessions, what you want to do with your car, what do you want to do with your money? Should you invest it? Should you give it? What should you do? Okay, so I don't know where to part my hair. Okay. Taurus. Let me see what's in the sky, okay, for you for the month of July. So Mercury is in retrograde. Jupiter entered Leo. Mars entered Gemini with Uranus in Gemini. And we are currently in Cancer. Mercury is in retrograde in Cancer. So let's see where is where this occurring in your chart. Oh, Mars just entered your second house. Okay, that's your earned income, your family values, your family. Okay, your stability, but more like income instead of fourth house. Okay. So Mars just entered your house of earned income, and this could with Uranus. Uranus is in your second house. Okay, so be smart about money. Or like don't it's not a good time to be risky, but Uranus there could bring you like either sudden loss, sudden gains. With Mars in your second house, it's draining your money. Okay, it's draining your money fast. Okay, and and it could also be a source of conflict. Okay, Mars there in your second house could bring in a lot of conflicts regarding your earned income. Okay. Hmm. Okay. What else is happening? Venus is in your okay, so Venus is in your fourth house. So you could be earning money from home, or you can earn money from cars, selling cars, or um, through cars, car insurance, or um, or you could feel very comfortable at home at this time. Okay. Um. mm, okay. You could feel like you've been so the north node is on the last degrees of its orbit. Okay, um so there's like a few more degrees. So right now it's in 2 degrees of Pisces, and it will soon end, and we're gonna start entering um north node in Aquarius. Okay. Yeah. So, ooh. So previously, from the past year, we put in a lot of effort um um in spirituality, finding meaning of life, and incorporating spirituality in our decision making, considering spirituality in our life. Oh wait. So right now we're moving towards North Node in Aquarius. So we're gonna start um, um, being more for each other, becoming more in our society, and um, trying to trying to find ways in how we could be there for the society. Maybe renovating, reforming our society at this time. And so this is not just for Taurus, but in all scale, or this is happening in a global scale, okay? And how we could be, maybe starting like humanitarian deeds, so to help another country, or to be there for those that needs us, okay? Or so resolving domestic affairs, and see how you could aid on those things. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Mm, okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. I think that's all that we need to cover for the month of July for you, Taurus. Okay. So right now, be more frugal on how you're spending your money. Always try to save something for the rainy days. Okay. Okay, let's start your reading for the month of July. Okay, let's see what happened in the past for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or stellium in Taurus, or stellium in the second house. All right, the Fool. Did you move out, or you wanted to move out, or did you pack your things and go? Did you pack your things and go, or you wanted to start something, you move for a job, or you relocated, or you wanted to start something new. You're ready to a fresh new beginning, okay? But somehow it's kind of like this, okay? A little sideways, but maybe it's a new beginning that you didn't want to make, okay? Maybe it's a new beginning that you didn't want to make, or you're like dragging your feet into this new beginning, or you could be stalling this new beginning that you need to make, okay? All right. I feel like you feel like you need to go somewhere, but you're like stalling it. Okay. Anyways, so what could you be dealing in your current right now, in your current reality right now? Okay, what's happening? What's going on? You have the Queen of Swords, okay? This is your current energy, Queen of Swords, or this is the person that you could be dealing with right now, or this is you, okay? You want to set things straight, you want to get things straight, or you're communicating in a way that, I'm not, you probably don't have, this is a no bullshit card, okay? This is, maybe you're dealing with the Libra, Aquarius, or maybe you have air signs placements in your chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Maybe you have Gemini placements in your chart. Or you could be feeling like you're very communicative right now. You feel like you're trying to communicate what you need to communicate, okay? All right. Okay. Let's see what is crossing that, or what could be challenging your ideas or your rules, or you're trying to imply some rules or your expectations, or what you're trying to communicate your expectations. Okay, what is challenging that right now? What is your challenging? What is challenging that? Six of Swords. Okay, so this is needing to walk away from conflicts. Maybe you are feeling stubborn with, or you are having a difficulty moving away from the Queen of Swords in terms of arguments, conflicts, or you feel stuck, with who is this, a lawyer? Um, you guys, my voice has been changing. I feel like I'm growing up again. I feel like I'm growing up again. Hold on, while I moisturize. This smells so good. It smells like butterscotch. Scotch. Um, um, okay. This is having a difficulty to walk away from conflicts. Okay, or you could feel like you need to say something. Why this is a challenge, or why is this your obstacle? Why is this your lesson for this month? Where it probably has to do with the change in the sky, like Mars entering your second house. Okay, you could be arguing about money, or there's probably a drain on your money going on at this time, or you're noticing that you have a big bill to pay. Okay, or like a big bill, a big bill to pay, or um mm, 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 mm. or you could be receiving just a big bill that you need to pay. Okay, also maybe this time might be a good time to get another job. Okay, just so you have a safety net, just so or maybe you need to move back to your parents just to save a little more money, okay, before your money runs out. Okay, so now is a good time to be flexible on how you're making money, and maybe you need to exert more effort on creating more money. Okay, also this is your challenge, is to walk away from conflicts. Don't start any conflicts. Okay, walk away from conflicts. Okay, or maybe you could be having a difficult time walking away from conflicts. Okay, so that's your challenge, that's your lesson, that's your obstacle that you need to overcome for July. Okay, let's see. Oh, I know why I tend to like take a while doing my readings, because I tend to like repeat myself, because I feel like I have to. Okay, anyways, in your future, ooh, a bitter end. A bitter end. Maybe feeling left out, when you like feeling left out in pain and suffering. Um uh Facing enemies, betrayals, okay, or experiencing a painful ending. Okay, maybe fighting. Maybe it's through fighting. Maybe after some fighting. Okay, so Mercury right now is retrograde. Okay, so this is gonna be a time where we get more in conflicts with people, because we're just not gonna receive things the way that we need to receive messages, or from above, okay, or like how you're communicating with other people. It's just gonna be more challenging because Mercury is in retrograde. So what that means is it just naturally creates misunderstandings. Like even if you say it to them, they would think they would have the tendency to overthink what you said, or there is a sense of like they could be finding meaning in another way that you don't intend to mean. Okay, and no matter how much you explain it to them, they think in a different way. Okay, there could be like a shadow that's being casted on the way the way messages are being delivered right now, because Mercury, the planet of communication, is in retrograde. So don't pick a fight. Okay, your challenge is to just walk away from any fight. Don't try to have this in your future. Okay, and if this does happen, hopefully it's just mean words, but not like not physical. Okay, hopefully this doesn't get physical. Okay. um and if you feel like you are reaching a peak of conflict or arguments in your phone and yourself, turn it off. Just turn off your phone. If you feel like you can't pull yourself away from text messaging and you're like in a conflict, just turn it off. Sleep. Sleep, okay, instead of arguing. What else? um yeah, don't try to bring in an end to yourself, or like keep a positive mind, or keep like a positive thinking. Okay, and um maybe like just be by yourself. If you feel like you can't help to argue with your partner, like say, hey, I think it would be a good time to take some time off, or maybe now is not a good time to patch things up, or maybe now is not a good time to maybe now is not a good time to um now is not a good time to meet up. Okay. Just say, I have a lot of paperwork to do, and I'm just not feeling my best, or I reach back out to you when when I have things sorted out on my end, and just that. Okay, and don't try to add up anymore if they're trying to what is it, trigger you. Just don't reply. Okay, it's okay to not reply. Then get to this point. Okay. All right. Huh? Oh, I don't know. Okay. All right. So let's see what could be affecting you. What's going on? What is what's coming in for you for the month of July? What factors are you going to be dealing with, or who or what could you be dealing with for the month of July? Speaking truth. Ah, now it makes sense. Speaking truth, okay? Speaking truth could play out in this month of July. Either someone is speaking their truth, or you could be speaking your truth. Because your current energy is the Queen of Swords, so that is speaking truth. That is speaking truth in your current energy for the month of July. So your obstacle is to walk away from conflicts, or go in your next room, you know. Yeah, it's okay to have some space to yourself. Okay, you don't need to engage in something that is gonna cause this. All right. Okay. So this could be affecting your July 2026. Speaking truth. Okay, what else? Persistence. Persistence. Okay, this could be you are persisting, or maybe someone is persistent to know the truth, to question you, to work, or persistence in putting in work, or putting in effort in your work, or that's hard work, or persistence. Okay, and there is a rebel. A rebel could be implementing or affecting the month of July. Okay, someone is speaking truth or persistence and is a rebel. A rebel is not it's not always against the rules. It questions the rules. Okay, it challenges the rules. It sees what everybody else just conforms with, or this is someone that is not satisfied with how things has been going, and it challenges what why they are, why they had to abide, or why are they abiding blindly, or this is something that challenges the norm, or that challenges the current reality that they are in, or that challenges the current situation that they are in. Okay. Sometimes we need rebels. Okay, sometimes we need rebels, that not the bad ones. Okay, not maybe just a rebel with a cause. Okay, maybe because it's everybody can be a type of a rebel. Okay, not a rebel where it's like, oh, an anarchist. So hopefully it's not an anarchist. Okay, so maybe it's just somebody that likes to question something that maybe that isn't right. Okay, so like say what's something that isn't right, or like what is, it seems right, but like like if they don't challenge it, then the group could be doomed, or like the group could be like gonna come to an end, because nobody ever challenges what they could be, what they could be heading into is actually like this one feels something isn't right. Okay, and for them to just instead follow the crowd blindly, they kind of question what is going on. They're picking up something in their environment that doesn't sit well with them. Okay, or maybe they don't find favorable or comfortable or pleasant. Okay, um Like maybe they sense danger before anybody else does. Okay. Okay. And sometimes those are just part of survival, you know. Um, okay. Let's see what else. What else could you be dealing with? Yeah, I don't. You can be doing your monthly like this, like all separate, because I tend to have all. I feel like I don't know. All right, let's see. What else could you be dealing with, or who could you be dealing with for the month of July? Between lives. Someone is in between lives, or are experiencing. Okay, someone could be experiencing two lives at the same time, like, or between lives. They could be dealing with two lives, or living two lives at the same time, or are experiencing astral experiences between lives. Maybe like someone is spiritual, or like between lives is like you're experiencing the spiritual life, and they're also experiencing the material life at the same time. Or they could be experiencing two different lives at the same time, like maybe their past life, like past lifetime, or their current lifetime at the same time. Or like they could be feeling like between lives, like they could be feeling like their sense of survival, or their sense of coming away to the to the afterlife. Okay, they could be feeling like that between lives. Or so maybe hopefully not. Or astral experiences. Okay, or like a near death experience. Okay, or like they could be feeling like between lives. Or like maybe if they have like two different families, maybe they're like a middle child or something, and like say their parents have separate families that they have started on their own, and like say they're I'm currently doing Taurus reading right now for the month of July. So feel free to to chill, sip and chill, and see what comes through for the month of July 2026 for the month. I mean, for the sign of Taurus. Okay, so this is for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or if you have a stellium in Taurus, or if you have a stellium in the second house. Okay, so between lives, they could be living like their mom's side of the family, or their dad's side of the family, so they're between lives. Or what else? What else could be between lives? Or whatever fits for your current reality. Okay. Or you could also be dealing with technology, or technological progress. Okay, technological progress. So I mentioned that earlier in the beginning of your astrological changes or placements in the sky, and Mars conjuncting Uranus in the same sign of Gemini. Okay, so these are technological progress. So that is very fitting. What else? Hmm? 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 Hmm. Okay, so we want to see why. Why. Okay, okay. Let's see what each of this have to say. Okay, what do they have to say to you? Okay, what about the speaking truth? What do they have to say? Okay, what does the speaking truth have to say? Oh, they wish things were different than how things are right now. Okay, they wish things are different than how things are right now, or how things has unfolded, or how things has manifested. Okay. Let's see. What about the persistence, or someone who is persistent, or you're persistent? Let's see what they have to say, or what that has to say. So someone persistence, or they want to say, I never imagined so much perfection. What about the rebel? What do they have to say? That was expected. Yeah, nah. Okay. What about between lives, or someone who's in between lives? Ooh. I am manifesting you. But technological progress. They want to tell you, the technology wants to say, words do hurt. Words do hurt. Stay away from communication. Stay away from technology. Stay away from devices. Okay? Stop arguing, Taurus. Okay? And then, what else? Let's see what hidden influences are playing a part in your life, or in your current reality for the month of July. What hidden influences or external factors that are contributing to the month, or to your month of um, July 2026. All right, you have heartstrings. So this one is stringing along, or someone is stringing along. You're stringing along somebody, or somebody's stringing you along. Or like, they could be over promising, or you could be over promising somebody, or someone is trying to fake their feelings with you so that they can get something from you, or you can get something from them. Okay. Or maybe they want to get someone pregnant, or is to entrap you in situation that you don't want to be in, or they just want to play with your feelings. Okay, someone is playing with feelings. Okay. And what else could be affecting your situation are the signs. You could be receiving signs. You could be receiving like spiritual signs, like hinting at you, or like you could be seeing like words like plate numbers, or signs like stickers on a car, or like that could like prompting you. Maybe it's your angels trying to send you signals to listen to your intuition so that it can speak to your intuition. And maybe nature itself is sending you some type of omen or messages. Okay, so listen to the signs, or like meanings, repeated numbers, synchronicities. So like the changes in the sky, you feel like it's affecting you. um, um, could be affecting, maybe the Mercury retrograde could be affecting you at this time. Party or having fun, clubbing, risky, or fun with friends. So this could talk about like, you know, playing little risk. Okay, you could feel you there could be a sense of something that was risky, okay, or that was done risky in a risky way, or maybe you could be playing the risk, or you could be risking something. Okay. Okay, or also what's playing out is a decision has to be made. Either you're deciding or someone is deciding that what they're doing or what they have done or what you have done was for the wrong reasons. Okay. So either someone is contemplating or you're contemplating to stay or leave in a situation, and they are uncertain or you are uncertain. Okay. All right. And then what else? What is there? Where should you focus your energy on instead from any of this drama? Okay. Where could you focus your energy on instead? Okay, focus on your energy to the Queen of Cups. Focus your energy on sympathizing, being empathetic, being compassionate, or this could be somebody else. Okay. Or this could be, needing to focus on someone who is maybe me nurturing, mothering. Maybe this is your own mother, or this is a friend, a colleague, maybe that teaches you sympathy, compassion. Focus, or you need to focus on embodying this characteristics that of needing to be compassionate, be generous, be humanitarian, be sympathetic or empathetic, um, emotionally balanced, kind, or compassionate. Okay, so focus on that. Focus on that instead of arguing, or instead of arguing with the Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay. I've been super sleepy. Okay, let's do. Okay, let's do advice, guys. Okay, see if you're gonna be dealing with love. Let's see what kind of love card or love advice you get for the month of July. Okay, any love cards for Taurus, platonic, or either this could be platonic, relational, or if you're in a committed relationship. Okay, let's see what advice you get. That's true. Love yourself first, because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. mm, 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 mm. Finances and career. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay. So the signs and the changes of the sky is affecting you. Okay. So make sure that you think of um, another way of um, making more money somewhere else. Okay. What else? Hmm. Um. What'd you do, Taurus? Okay. What is the messages that is coming through as an advice for you, Taurus? Balance. Have some balance. Maybe you need to balance your emotions and your logic or your ideas or the way you are communicating or relating to people. Okay? Balance or balance in your bank account. Difference is necessary. Wait, difference is a necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is comprised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. What I'm getting from this message, this was the same message I think from Aries, okay? But from what I got from you, from what something like got emphasized in my head was like, you know how it's pertaining to two bright things existing in one place or in one space. Um this could be competition, okay? Or if you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable. So there could be like competencies of like maybe they are both like very they have like a very star quality, you know, like they have like an it girl, like an it girl what is it called, personality. Okay, they both shine. Okay, they both shine. But um what it's telling me is maybe someone feels like they are indistinguishable because there's also another light that is like stealing the spotlight. Okay. um so that's what I'm getting with this message. So there is a need for balance of why sometimes we need some darkness, because if there isn't any darkness, we are not able to perceive like the light that once existed there, or if there's too much light, we're not able to distinguish the shadows. Okay. Or it could be a good thing to have two lights, and then now the room is flooded with light. Okay. um but but sometimes when you need focusing, or when in a specific situation, you only need like a spotlight. Okay, because a spotlight, if someone is performing, you only need to keep it in one person, because we need a darkness to kind of to what is it called, because sometimes when we don't have the lights off or when we don't have the darkness, it creates a lot of distraction from the performer. Okay. So like say people in theater, or like the ones that like to sing, perform in theater, they dim the light so that the focus is only on where people need to focus. Okay. And so it also keeps the performer to focus on their act and their performance, and it keeps the attention where it needs to be. Okay. um um or there could be like two shiny things that are like trying to compete for attention, or trying to compete for a crowd. Okay. So you might just want to put them in. You don't need to dim another light just so another light can shine. Okay. So you might just need to separate them with their own audience. Okay. And maybe only put them together when they're like collaborating in a more um in a more uh in a word that complements the both of them. um yeah. Okay, let's see what else. I don't know, I never thought about that with for this card, but for some reason I felt like I had to share that. Okay, what else? Okay, let's see what else is gonna. Let's pull an animal oracle card. This one is one of my favorite cards. Oracle cards for July. Okay. Deep. Deep. Meaning whale. Okay. The whale sings the song of the deep self. Listen to your emotions, your ancient wisdom. Your ancient wisdom and the connections that bind us all. Listen to your emotions, your ancient wisdom, and the connection that bind us all. So maybe right now would be a really good time to listen to some songs and see how it speaks to you. Okay. Okay, what else? Let's ask the Holy Spirit. What does the Holy Spirit want to ask you at this time, Taurus? Taurus, what does he want to ask you? Datura. Datura meaning illusion, meaning surrender, meaning passage. What illusion must dissolve before you can move through the gate? What illusion must dissolve before you can move through the gate? All right, I feel like this month you could be dealing with being honest with yourself. Okay, honesty, um to see things clearly, to communicate clearly with honesty, um to remove the illusions of um that you have been comforted in. Okay, or you comforted yourself with illusions because you're having a difficult time being honest, being real, or being you're having a difficult time of facing your own truth, facing your truth, um and to surrendering to truth. Okay, either the spiritual realm sees the illusion and they are creating a block. Okay, they are creating a block to either like gently confront you of the things that you have created. Okay, and these are either an illusion or misinformations or um, an illusion that you created um, for whatever reason that you may have, and you are being called to bring honesty in this in the illusion, so that it can be dissolved and resolved and it doesn't fog your way. Okay, so it doesn't like fog where you need to go. Okay, um what illusion must dissolve before you can move through the gate? All right. Okay, that is your spirit asking you. Okay, Taurus, that is all I have for you for the month of July. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again in your next reading. Till next time, bye, loves ya.